In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys the biggest mistake that I made when I opened up my brick and mortar consignment store and how you can avoid it. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned. I just got this Awala water bottle, and I've been a Hydro Flask girly for the last like 5 years, and like I never fell into the Stanley Cup hype, but I don't know, I just heard so many good things about this water bottle. So I was at Target the other day and I just went for it. I realized yesterday that I'm obsessed with it because it actually fits in the cup holder in my car versus my Hydro Flask, which I just have to like set on the seat, and I'm really happy with it so far. Also, I got my wisdom teeth taken out a week ago, and I'm still too scared to drink out of a straw. My Hydro Flask has a straw. I know I could just like take the lid off, but I was like, no, actually I just need a whole new water bottle. And this one has the built-in straw, so you can drink it that way, or you can just drink it like through the open part. So we love options. We love not having to choose or sacrifice. So far, I'm really liking it. Let me know what kind of water bottle you guys are. Are you Hydro Flask? Are you Stanley? Are you Awala? Are you something else? Let me know. I'll tell you the truth. Honestly, I made quite a few mistakes as an entrepreneur. But the thing is, every mistake is an opportunity for you to learn and for you to get better, for you to not make the same mistake in the future, for you to find new options, for you to learn, pretty much. Sometimes you don't realize that you're doing this until it's too late and you look back and you're like, oh shit, what hole did I dig myself into? So essentially, the mistake that I made is that when I first opened, so before I even opened this storefront that I currently have, when I was in the basement, I made a post on our local community Facebook page. It's called The Dalles Unedited, and it is not a fun place to be, if I'm completely honest, but I was trying to get the word out for my business. I was trying to find consignment clients, and I still think that this is a great way to find people, is to like reach out to people on Facebook, whatever. But I reached out and I said that I was opening a store. I was looking for specific styles, specific brands of clothing, and I was looking for consigners. I was looking for clothes, and that I was gonna have this place that was affordable for people to shop, blah, blah, blah. It was an ad, right? I put this ad up to try to get people into the store. I got a lot of very good, like supportive, exciting comments and just people like spreading the word, which was amazing. But there was one comment, literally out of the dozens of other comments that I got, this one comment stood out the most to me, and it was a man, which should have been the first red flag. Just kidding. But it was a man, and he was saying that my expectations for the kind of inventory that I was looking for were too high, that I wasn't going to be able to find that, and that I should lower my standards because it's the Dalles. Which, a little backstory, the Dalles, Oregon is where I live and where my store is. It kind of has a little bad reputation in the gorge in the Pacific Northwest, which I get, but at the same time, like it's not that bad. Like I've lived in some pretty bad places and this is not that bad. But anyway, I digress. It's beside the point. This man was telling me that I pretty much wasn't going to last because my standards were too high, and so I needed to listen to him essentially because he had owned multiple businesses before, so he knows what he's talking about. I should not do what I initially intended to do, and I should follow his steps. So that comment really got to me, and it really affected me. Like it made me lower my standards. I was still looking for high quality items, but it really made me like fall into scarcity mindset. I kept having thoughts of like, what if this man is right? I should just take whatever inventory is brought to me because I don't know if I'll ever get that good stuff. And even to this day, even though I have raised my standards since then, I still get stuck in the scarcity mindset when people aren't bringing in as much consignment or I'm not seeing as many customers. I get scared a little bit. And so the next person who brings stuff in, I just get a lot of stuff from them. And it never fails. Once I bring in crap that I don't really love, that I'm like, this is okay, but I'm scared that I'm not gonna get anything, immediately after, somebody brings me amazing stuff. So I am still trying to learn to not let other people take you off your path, especially strangers. And this is something that I wish somebody had told me. Like, a lot of people were saying like, oh, don't listen to him, he doesn't know what you're talking about. But the truth is, what I lacked was self-trust. And as business owners, especially when you are doing it on your own, you have this idea that has been birthed in you, that only you have, that only you understand. No one else is going to see your dream the same way that you do. So people are obviously going to doubt it. They're not going to understand. They're not going to see the path the way that you do. And so they're going to throw their opinions at you. They're going to tell you what you should or should not do because they don't see it. And the thing is, they aren't supposed to because it's not their dream. But you cannot let other people's opinions and other people's expertise take you away from your dream goals. Like, that was literally placed in your heart for a reason. And if a dream was placed in your heart, you have everything inside you. You have all of the answers. That's why you have gut feelings, because you have the answers inside of you. And when you start doubting yourself, but then you get that like guttural feeling inside of you that's like, I don't know if this is right. It's because your insides, your heart, the universe that's inside of you is telling you what direction you're supposed to be going. It's protecting you. What I'm saying essentially is the biggest mistake that I made was not trusting myself, not trusting to my intuition, not trusting my gut feelings, knowing that I had a plan for my business. And because I let this man, this stranger, get into my head and tell me that I didn't know what I was doing, that I had too high expectations, I started bringing in lower quality items, lower quality things into my store that I didn't love, that I had to process anyway. I did so much work. I wish I had $1 for every piece of clothing that I took in because I thought I wasn't gonna get good enough stuff, so I just took in whatever, and then that didn't sell. So I had to go through processing the items, tagging the items, putting them out on the floor, advertising them, doing all that stuff, all to just give it back to the consigners. All of that wasted time and energy just because I didn't trust myself. Maybe you're watching this and you're not gonna open your own consignment store, or you're not a reseller, you're not gonna do consignment, whatever. The same idea is still relevant for you. If you don't trust yourself, and you start listening to other people's opinions of how you should be running your business, and you listen to them, you're just getting distracted. You're getting taken off path. You are making it harder for you. You're giving yourself more work at the end of the day. And it's obviously easier said than done. I didn't know at the moment that I was really digging myself into a bigger hole than I thought, but now I can look back and be like, oh, I really shouldn't have listened to that person. But now I can say, thankfully, that I've learned, and it's still a learning process. I'm still trying to get rid of that people pleaser in me, especially with consignment, because people will come in and I'm still building up my muscle to tell people no, and not just take things because I feel sorry for them or because they're giving me attitude or because they're upset that I didn't take anything. I have a vision for my business, and when you believe in yourself and in your business so strongly, so powerfully, you will have no problem saying no. And I'm still getting there. Some days are better than others. Some day I can easily say I'm sorry, like these things aren't for me, this is not for me. But it's like you just have to build up that muscle of being able to believe in yourself, to trust yourself, and to know that your dream is solid. That dream that was put in your heart is it's already wrapped up and packaged. It's just like one of those packages or presents, you know, when people like prank you and they wrap it like a whole bunch of times. So every time you open it, it's like, oh, there's another box. Oh, there's another box. Oh, there's another box. Like that's how our dreams are inside of us. And we just have to keep unwrapping it and keep unwrapping it. But it's inside of you. It already lives there. So you don't have to stress out or worry. You just have to keep going. And obviously, I keep saying this, but easier said than done. And I wouldn't have seen it this way when I did open, almost 3 years ago. But we're getting there. And I hope that this can help you. If you are in those stages, whether you're just beginning on your business or you are already in the thick of it, just try to tune everyone out. Try to tune all of the other people out. Even if it's your family, friends, close mentors, like you should have a set amount of people that you trust will be there for you to be a sounding board, but who will ultimately reflect what you already know, if that makes sense. You don't want somebody else just like dishing out their opinion at you. You want somebody who's gonna help you unbox this present inside of you, not somebody who's gonna try to shove their present inside of you, if that makes sense. I don't know if that was like an inappropriate innuendo, but I don't know why my head just went there. Anyway, I hope that this helps you guys not make the same mistake that I did, because I'm telling you, I wasted so much time, energy, money, resources because I listened to this stranger on the internet, and I shouldn't have. And I'm still working on it. Some days are easier than others, but we're getting there. This is probably one of the biggest things that I would tell anyone who's just starting out is like, you already have all the answers inside of you. Don't let random people, especially men, tell you that you don't know what you're talking about or that you are incapable of doing what you know you are capable of doing. You have it all inside of you. I believe in you. If you need anyone to believe in you, I believe in you. You should believe in yourself, but I'll do it for you while you are still getting there, all right? Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. If you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below and go follow me over on Instagram at PrettyandBabe. I'm so happy to be back here on YouTube, and I will see you guys again for another video.